Oh, Blaine and Mickey, 104.5, The Zone. Phone lines are open, 615-737-1045. There's people, hey, man, I got a bunch of messages from people yesterday. They were distraught. To make a couple stops yesterday, every place I saw people, they were unhappy. Walked in the radio station, we got, country DJs and whatnot in here. They were unhappy. It's just people unhappy.
I think Vrabel and the players were unhappy too. Do we put that into account? I mean, they're happy that even though they're getting a check, that they're happy that they lost.
It's crazy to me that people the coaches don't even care. It's their life. It's their everything.
Dude, this is
their job.
They put their whole. People don't have how much energy that is put into that, and then you're deflated, and man, it is painful. Watch this. It's the main reason why I'm not coaching in pros. It will literally take years off your life. No question. With the kind of stress that's involved with that, it's just unbearable. Unbearable. I saw it firsthand when I used to stay over there till 8 o'clock at night. No other players there. And I'm sitting there with the like, oh, y'all Blaine, you gonna be? No, I'm never coaching. Not no pro. Oh no. It is stressful. So every bit of amount of money they making, hey man, hats to them. I don't want that kind of stress. I don't need that. I'm trying to live as long as I can.
Here's the other one. All those college coaches that you know.
Oh.
Because not only did they have to do all the same coaching, Saturday night, win, lose, draw, a bunch of those dudes got in a rental car, and they went somewhere and recruited some dudes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want to spend time with my family.
They don't.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
They may want to, but they had no choice. They may not have known what they signed up for until once they got all in. Then it's like, oh man, I got to keep this train going. That's what Lucas did, and he decided, I'd rather just call soccer games instead of just, coaching
at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish that was a conscious decision that was made.
That was because Lucas is a man of all traits and trades, and he can do everything. So we know you made that decision. It's a tough one, but, it's week one. Don't push the panic button, after the game. There's always some wacky games. I said this before numerous times in that first week. Even the first 2 or 3, it really takes 3 weeks to really see who's really going to be good this year, every year. So I'm probably going to be one of the few people to probably say this. I did not like losing, but I actually felt like they did some things that I was encouraged that we can build on this. And actually, Vrabel kind of talks about this every year, and that is, you continue to get better each and every week. Well, if this is the barometer right here, what happened after this game? Oh, there's a lot to build on. Because guess what? You could have won the game if Tannehill completes one of those 2 passes that guys was wide open that no starting quarterback ever misses. Just imagine. This is a whole different game. And the Saints have a really good defense. So let's call it is what it is. We knew it going into this game, and I thought it was going to be a close game. I said, Nick Folk would win in a walk-off. That almost happened.
Yeah.
Now, for everybody pushing the panic button on Vrabel's decision, I'm probably half and half. Sometimes I'm like, it's kind of picky. Every now and then I'll be like, nah, I would have went for it or not on the fourth down from the 11 with 49 or so left in the game. I actually completely agreed with that decision. Here's why. All you need to do is think about this. How many touchdowns did the Titans score in this game?
0. Same number as Sean Murphy bunting on his jersey.
How many timeouts did they have?
Did they have 3 left?
3.
Yeah.
Oh, still a 2-minute. 4. Still a 2 minutes, still involved. Take the 3 points, because guess what? You know in your mind the Titans will not score a touchdown. And the only chance you have to win this game is to kick another field goal.
Number 6.
Mm-hmm. So I thought that was the right decision. And I know everybody gets into their emotions. But for this individual game, when your offense couldn't get into the end zone on their own, you're playing, hopefully, my defense can come up with one more stop. And then now some people going to say, well, if you don't get it, you got them backed up. But guess what? If you don't get it, game is over. You know why? Because then, even if you go 3 and out, the Titans have no shot of driving down and getting 7 points. They won't. If they could, they would have done it. They had an entire game almost to do it. So he played the odds. No analytics, he went off the feel of how this game was going. I had people, oh, man, they should have went for it. I was like, I didn't want to give them my opinion because I wanted to wait to be on there.
Right.
Oh, tune in. 104.5. Blaine and Lucas, and you'll hear my reason of why I thought that was the right decision. They lost this game, and I've been a big supporter of Tannehill. Tannehill didn't play very well. Seriously. And this is what my big thing about playing in preseason games. Now, let me quantify that because people are going to take that and then just run with it and just say you need to play in preseason games. Well, this is the reason why I think you need to play as a veteran-proven player. You adapt to the game, a regular season game, sooner than later. So when I take you through my experience, there's nothing, I mean absolutely nothing can prepare you for a regular season game. There's nothing. They can say, oh, play in the preseason. No. The real answer is you adapt sooner. So typically, every year that I played when I became a veteran in this league and a proven player, it would probably take me a quarter to get adjusted to the speed of the game again. Every year. And that's why you want people to play. Because guess what? You want to see if they still got their fastball, see what they need to work on. You, as an individual player, need to see those things. Mm-hmm. Right? So that has been my whole issue. And I think that's why other coaches have started that kind of trend. They know this. And so I think the rust comes off quicker sooner than later than maybe it could take you 3 quarters. Well, the game could be over by then. And you up there trying to figure out if you adjust to the speed. And guess what? Why you want to do it in the preseason as well. Because you want to see, you can still see if a veteran player has kind of lost something. And by the way, Tannehill is coming off an injury, an ankle injury. I've said this numerous times. Your legs are part of your arm when you're the quarterback. He underthrew some balls. He overthrew the ones that were wide open.
Oh.
So I really say Tannehill, as much as I've supported him, he just wasn't sharp in this game. I still didn't like that they were doing some of the 3-step drop stuff that they do, and you in a phone booth. I want to see 5- and 7-step drops, and they may not believe that their line could do it, and maybe this wasn't the game to do it. But I think you got clear vision, and you can see who messed up. He can step up in the pocket and make those throws. So Tannehill plays better, a little bit better. They win. I mean, did he have some drops? I think there were 11 deflections. I may be off on that, Lucas, so you may want to check that. 11 deflections with Jordan, Tannehill throwing the ball. And then count 3 interceptions. Mm-hmm. So if I'm wrong, if I was 8 or something, I just felt like it was double digits. I don't know.
And key deflections. DeAndre Hopkins is wide open on a slant over the middle in the red zone on one of those that he's got a path to the end zone.
So now we're talking about 14 plays, 3 interceptions, and let's just say 10 deflections. 10 deflections. So, 13 plays. That's tough, man, on an offense. And everybody's going to say, the King, they should have ran him more than. I actually didn't really have a big issue with the King being in or out, or sometimes he tapped himself out. Like after the screen he ran, there's first down and 10. Who getting the ball? Oh, Derrick Henry would. Well, he tapped out. He tapped out on that screen that he ran 46 yards. Another reason why you should be playing in the preseason. You need to get adjusted. The best player don't come out because you ran a long play.
Yeah.
Well, I could say you shouldn't. Now, on offense, wide receivers do it all the time. Hey, I ran the ball. He overthrew me, man. Crap, I'm out, man. Come get me, man. Come get me. He overthrew me. But and so there was little bitty things here or there. But I'm encouraged by what I saw offensively. They went against. They were top 5 defense last year, and I know that was last year. But we got to assume that they're somewhere around there. They're a top 10 defense. I think we got some things to get better at. I wanted to see a little more impact. He kind of force-fed D-Hop a little bit. Wanted to see Burks a little more involved.
Targets for D-Hop.
I saw, I got his targets in.
He sure did.
I want to see Burks a little more involved. I'm interested to see how he fares playing on turf, after that knee injury. If it's sore, a little swollen, a little stiff. Other than that, I wanted to see the tight ends get a little more involved. He should have got Chig on one of them. But Chig was open on the interception to Moore.
He was.
I mean, just so I thought, Tannehill just got a little skittish there, man. They were bringing the heat. He could feel it all around him all day long. And I expect him to hit the ones that's open, though. That does not happen in the National Football League. That happens again, I'll be perturbed. I'm serious now. That cannot happen. And I thought Vrabel did a great job of addressing that, saying we can't miss those throws. Guys can't drop the ball. So he didn't throw on the bus. He just told the facts of what happened in the game. And he's going to continue to support his quarterback. Guess what? Until he does it. You do that crap again. And trust me, Vrabel sitting in them meetings saying, hey, man, that can't happen ever again. And nobody's talking as much as I'm give Vrabel a pat on the back. He's still the man in charge. That's 8 losses in a row, bro. I ain't heard nobody talk about that. That's 8 losses in a row. It does continue over from last season. So until you get that win. So that was kind of, everybody, I get all, wet around the ears and everything else. It was they just make a couple throws and we're good. We're good. They win. They walk off the game as a different ball game. Like, not just on the victory, but how it's played by New Orleans Saints. Yeah. If you hit one of those guys, man, I've never seen that when guys just wide open. And I played with some pretty good quarterbacks. I've never seen that. Even Cody Carlson, even Chris Chandler, even McNair. When we go down the list, I've never seen that ever. I mean, how often are guys wide to freaking open like that?
A few Saints that got wide open a couple times yesterday too.
Oh yeah, the secondary just okay.
5X plays. 5.
I said no explosive plays.
I know you did.
That's their bugaboo, man. They for whatever, and then a button. You can't do that in the red zone. I teach this at high school. Quit looking at the freaking quarterback. You're a man to man. He ain't not throwing to you. You better watch your eyes should be on him. That's why most man-to-man teams, when you in man-to-man, that's why I don't have a lot of interceptions. I'm playing man-to-man.
Sure.
My back is always to the quarterback. I can never look at the quarterback until I am right there next to the receiver, and now I can look. And guess what? When I'm looking, that ball is coming.
You remember somebody asked Butler and Vrabel about that when Butler's here, and Butler essentially said, like, I don't even see the ball. I'm guarding my man. I play man-to-man.
Yeah, you can't do it. I don't know. There's times because there's tendencies, but you always go back to the crutch. You can't pick a boo. People do it in high school. I'm like, hey, man, everybody zoomed in to the quarterback all the time.
Yeah.
Not when we in man-to-man. That's why it's called man-to-man. You better watch your man. So it's just it's funny. People have lapses. Maybe you'll be sharper if you play more in the preseason. Ha-ha.
All right, well, you can watch us mans.
And then, Fulton get injured in the game. That is just,
let's
like,
just
really?
We'll save that.
Seriously?
Yes. We'll get to that.
Come on, bro. Z's can't be getting no penalty. He cannot go to the head of any quarterback.
He clubbed that guy with his club.
And I've done that multiple times.
Yeah. You also had a club.
I got fined.
All right, we got to leave the club here for a quick bit, but then we'll come back and open the club back up. We have 2 phone lines open. All the rest are taken. We need to get to Ding Dong of the Week, but ding dongery or no ding dongery, we will take your phone calls today. We will also give our ding dongs minus to a team. Titans, you think you had a bad day? This team did something that we've never seen in NFL history level of ding dongery, but we'll get to that. Your calls next. It's therapy day. It was a rough day. It was good to have football back. It was bad to lose. We get it. We'll get to all that coming up.
It hurts.